Hey, how you doing? Holmes here, and we're back with some more Give Me God of War or Give Me Death difficulty walkthrough. Not playthrough. And yeah, today we are gonna be making our way back up to the mountain. Or yeah, top of the mountain. And try to get to the lands of giants from there. So yeah. There's no fast way to get there. I was kind of hoping you can use the portal to get back up, but there isn't one. So we're gonna have to rerun this area. I feel like this is our third time coming here. Anyways.
I can read what this says now, but it's a name.
So Atreus can now read these. I'm not gonna bother with these right now. We're just gonna keep pushing forward for through the main story. So these rooms are still the same. There's no enemies here, and also these pods are still wrapped up by Freya's magic, so that's pretty good. It is raining today. So I wonder if the mic can even pick up the rain. I don't think so, unless there's thunder, then probably. But hopefully with the rain will keep the cars from going all over the place outside. Usually that's how it works, I think. When it rains, there's less traffic outside.
Excited to finally see the land of the giants?
Yeah, but also sad the journey's almost over. Oh, what if we get to Jotunheim and there aren't any giants there either?
Makes little difference to us. Fulfilling your mother's wish is what is important.
Ah! Oh, don't go anywhere. Be with you in 2 shakes.
Father, can I tell him?
No.
Tell me what? Did you put this wheel in your mouth? Oh God, I'll vomit. I'm not kidding. I'll throw up on it.
It is nothing. A family matter.
Oh. Oh, I can tell you a thing or two about family matters.
Let me guess. Your brother isn't as talented as you, and his work is junk.
Those things are accurate. Your point?
It's all you ever talk about, over and over. Do something about it or shut up already.
I see.
Yeah! We're sick of hearing about little people's little problems!
All right. That hurt a little. Let's have a look at your gear then.
Atreus with the attitude problem. Anyways, we can talk to Sindri, and I don't think there's anything worth doing. He doesn't sound anything new. We don't have anything to upgrade. So yeah, once you get over here to this green grass field area, there's gonna be more enemies that show up. There's gonna be some nightmares. So where my fucking chain go? There we go. Once Atreus stuns him, just grab him. And there's also an ogre, so that's great. Best way to deal with these guys, I think, is just use your light runic attack and then use your heavy runic attack. Oh, there's also a wolver on the side. Okay, so heavy attack. Should probably upgrade that. Anyways, as you can see, Atreus' lightning magic, very freaking useful. It can even stun these guys, so yeah. Alright, got the stun. I feel like once his HP drops at that point, like no matter which ogre you're fighting, they will always get stunned. And once this happens, try to use them to clear out all the wolvers, obviously. Is there any more? Nope, doesn't look like it. Just keep bashing his brain. Right, a little bit late. But it's almost dead anyway, so we should be able to manage this. There we go. Fairly easy compared to like the beginning when we first started out on this difficulty. This is like, I wouldn't say it's a cakewalk, but it's a lot more manageable than the beginning when we barely had shit. Like before we learned our runic attacks. Also, the cable car is stuck, so we can't. There's nothing we can do to move the cart. So the next best thing to do is just retrace our original path.
Why did you speak to the dwarf like that?
Since this is the only way to go. There's not that much enemies on the way. I believe there's a few, but compared to when we first got here, there's a lot less.
Your mother would disagree.
She wasn't a god.
We get some icy dudes here. I believe after these guys we should be fine until we climb a little bit of a mountain. Shield bash that guy. Take care of this guy real quick, and then we'll take care of the other guy. As long as he doesn't power up, we'll be good. Nope. Get out of here. There we are, and that's it. I believe there was one of those icy doors that you need the chisel for in the back, but we're not gonna tackle it right now because I'm not doing it. So there's no point in me going there. Once we get up here, there's gonna be a few mobs of enemy actually. So I did get wrecked. That's why I did a little cut there. So there are these guys, the ones that jump on you. So it's like it's kind of like the blue guys that we fought in Helheim. Except these ones blow up if you kill them with melee. So try, like, if you're planning to just melee them to death, try to keep them away. If you do a full combo, it will send them flying, so you don't have to worry about it too much. If you do the execution like this, it will make them explode, but you will not take damage. So yeah, this part should be a little bit manageable, except I guess the whole sheer number of them can be overwhelming. So try to keep them at bay. Use both of your runic attack. Don't just stick with the chains, or don't just stick with the, what do you call it, the Leviathan axe. Like, make sure you make work of both of them, because once they get all bunched up, you know, it's a great opportunity to use either or. Like, if you have your Leviathan axe runic attacks, that'll work. If you have your Blades of Chaos, that'll also work. So yeah, just trying to like get them all bunched up here, see, and then use your regeneration, runic attack again. Let's see how many of them are there. Okay, there's not too much left. I think it only spawns 4 portals if I'm like remembering this correctly. And just try to get them all bunched up. It's the strategy that I find that it works with this part. You can just use your Blades of Chaos and just keep swinging. That might work, but I feel like it's not as effective for me. Because sometimes when a portal opens up behind you, they start pouring in from there as well. So I don't know. I guess like you want to keep the situation under control before you start getting complacent with your location placement, I guess. So yeah, for that part, just run around, bait them all together, and then use your runic attack. So you can get either multi-kill or you can damage a lot of them with just one blast. So, and also, like I said before, utilize both of your weapons. Don't just like stick with one of them. Because, well, unless you have different runics, then I don't know how. I'm not sure how that will play out, but yeah, for me, I can use, because both of them has AOE. Though both runics that I have, they can do AOE, so it's good. So I just have to use one, and then after I get one like AOE kill or AOE damage blast, just move on to the next one. So that's why I like like the runics I have right now. It does decent damage and also it covers your ass. And I want to point this out again, runic attacks. There might be some that gives you invincibility frame, but I think the ones I have do not. You can still get hit. Like if you activated it, like your runic attack, or someone's doing an attack on you, sometimes, I believe most of the time you can power through it, but you still take damage though. Like Kratos will still initiate the runic attack, but he still takes the hit. So if you're low on health and you use it and someone hits you, and if it's enough to kill, then you can just get screwed. So yeah, but I think the blacksmiths, they sell like revival items if I remember correctly. I'm not sure how they work because I don't plan on relying on those, but I probably should have looked into it so I can explain about it. It's only late. It is a little bit late now because at the point of this recording, I'm already done with the campaign. I've got all the episodes recorded already. I just gotta do the voiceover, and hopefully, with any luck, I'll get this done by New Year's. Hopefully, I think if I do daily uploads, I can get it done by New Year's. That's if I don't get too tired.
Thor, blame me. Me. For what you did to Magni. My own father called me a coward.
Looks like he did more than that. Move it, or we'll pick up where he left off.
I'll kill you. No. He is beaten. Not worth killing.
He should pay for what he said about Mother.
I said no.
But we're gods. We can do whatever we want.
That's what I said to your mother, right before I gave it to her.
What are you doing?
This is a much better knife than Mother's.
You killed against my wishes. You lost control.
Haven't you been teaching me to kill?
I've been teaching you to survive. We are gods, boy. And that makes us a target. From now until the end of days, you are marked. So I teach you to kill, yes, but in defense of yourself. Never as an indulgence.
Nobody cared about him anyways. What's the difference?
There are consequences to killing a god!
Why? How do you know? How do you know?
Watch your tone, boy.
Whatever.
Oh, Kratos Jr. I mean, it's not wrong. Anyways. Yep, ladies and gents. Asshole Treyas. Okay, next encounter. I think next encounter. Is it the next encounter? Getting a little bit confused that word. Yeah. Wait, is it? Shit. No, I think it's the encounter after that. After this one here. Yeah, there's gonna be some enemies that jump down. Yep. These, what do you call these? Worm dog things. So after this one, we're gonna go into one of the rooms. Yeah, and then it gets a little bit rough with Atreus. Motherfucker's on like on a power trip right now. So for these dogs, if you can airtime them, perfect. If you cannot, you can also get Atreus to stun them. Oh, and at this point, I think he starts switching his arrows by itself. So if you're following this walkthrough and you're wondering, I'm shooting lightning arrows, and why is it all of a sudden going to like light arrows? That is why. Because this motherfucker thinks he's all that now. So he stops listening. I mean, he'll listen to you for the most part. I mean, for now. But once we get into that next encounter, man, this kid becomes really annoying. It's basically you have an AI that acts on its own. So for this part, while you're fighting these worm dog things, I know they have proper names, I just don't remember them. Damn, that's brutal. Yeah, if you can paralyze them, easy kill. If they get like that little paralyzed animation, they do a little stagger, just uppercut them and then keep them in the air because they can't do anything in the air. So yeah, if they're on the ground, there's a chance they can fling those things that explode on you, so you want to be careful about that because they do decent damage. Those things that they throw, I think does decent damage.
Right? Because he'd do the same to us.
I will do only what is necessary.
And I'll help.
No.
Alright, we got, what is this guy? Damn! Atreus. Kill hungry, are we? Is he gonna take care of this one too? Nope. Just straight up got thrown off. Alright, you. Get that shoe out of here. I remember that was the way to go back in Dark Souls. When you first started out, shield was the way to go. I feel like if you started off on Sekiro, like of all the FromSoft games, if you started off on Sekiro and you play it back like Sekiro, Bloodborne, Dark Souls, you'll probably have a way easier time, I think. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. It might not work out the way I think it does. Yeah. Anyways, in this room, I did die, so that's why there's a little fade here, and you can see my HP go back to max because of that. So once you're in this room, you're basically alone. There is no boss here, so you don't have to worry about it. But Atreus acts on his own at this point. Like, you try to make him use a certain attack, he will not obey you. I guess because he's a god now, you know? So yeah, he thinks he knows best. So at this point, just basically consider it as you're playing alone, because Atreus is not going to help you. So just worry about your own ass. I don't think he'll get grabbed or anything like that, so don't worry about it. I am not sure if that Draugr just took down most of my health with one swing. I don't think I paid attention. Oh right, the heavy runic attack that we have now, if you hold it, it'll do that explosion thing. And I also got to upgrade it a little bit, so there's also that. So he's still, like, Atreus is still doing like attacks and stuff like that, but if you want him to do like summons and stuff like that, or use a specific arrow, he will not obey you, so just keep that in mind. I guess that's why Kratos didn't want to tell him. Or, I wonder if it would change anything if he told him earlier. Probably, maybe. Maybe if the mom was still around and he told him over the whole godhood thing. Maybe it'll be different. I don't know. Just kind of comparing it to Naruto.
Oh, are you talking to me? Thought you didn't like my tone.
Alright, so that's pretty much it for the most part in this area. I think I already got the item in here. Let's double check. Oh no, I did not. Oh right, because last time we went through this area, Atreus did not have lightning arrow yet. Sorry, there's like a lot of backtracking in God of War, so I get a little confused sometimes. You can't do this because you don't have that, and then you gotta come back later, and then there's all these other shit. Anyway, it's gonna fast forward this part a little bit because I do end up checking out this part, although it's another challenge thing, so I'm not gonna tackle it. I'm gonna show you guys where to go. And where to go is right here, up here. So from the IC door, just hang right and come up here. There's these vines here that we couldn't access before because we didn't have the Blades of Chaos. And now that we do, we can now access this elevator, which surprisingly works. You gotta wonder, these areas, it looks old, like it looks abandoned too. How the heck are these contraptions still working? Like, wouldn't the shit rust over or anything like that?
I've done everything you asked, and all I wanted was the truth. Where did you get your fire blades? Why did you hide them? You said there are consequences to killing a god. You used the blades to kill one. Who else did you kill before Magma? How many? Do you hear me?
I heard you, and these are not subjects for discussion. Do not push me, boy.
Fine. Amir, guess what? I know everything I need to know now. I have nothing else to learn.
Ah, congratulations.
I don't know, this conversation, well, that conversation was just, it's a little bit odd. And yeah, from here on out, this elevator is just a quiet ride. Well, once we get to the top, there's going to be more action that's going to happen. There's going to be more Draugrs, and it gets a little bit dicey up here. There's quite a few of them. And then there's also a nightmare that can possess them, which I'll show you guys in a bit. I did die a few times here, that's why there was that little edit again. So each time when there's like an absurd cut, just assumed I died. So once you if you did die, it'll just spawn you back to where that, right next to the elevator, and then just immediately turn around and deal with these Draugrs right here. There's that nightmare we took out just now. That one will possess one of these Draugrs, so be careful. Right here I'm just using the grapple. So once you get the grapple thing, the skill from the Blades of Chaos tree, you can grab one and hold R1 and that'll send that shockwave over. So you can see one of the Draugrs right here is already possessed, the one that's right in front of Atreus, how it's not taking damage. There's another nightmare like right behind us, well, was behind us. Now that I got this Draugr, is no longer behind us. If you manage to get it out, just take care of it quickly. Have Atreus shoot lightning arrows and then take care of him. Okay, at this point, once you get into this encounter, Atreus will start obeying you again, so you don't have to worry about him like start throwing like random shit out. So thank goodness for that. It would have been kind of annoying if he was still acting on his own right here. I mean, yeah, it's still doable solo. It's just, it would have been a little bit tougher, I would say. Keep in mind of this location, okay, there's that Winds of Hell thing over there. That thing you can grab in a bit. Have him shoot this, it blows out the door. Winds of Hell right here on your right. So you can grab this and you can plunk it into that little device. So I'll get back into that in a bit. Let's take care of this side right here real quick before we get into that, like what that Winds of Hell thing opens. To your left here, there's a Draugr. This is AoE, or not AoE, range Draugr. Let's see if we can get his ass exploded all the way downtown. Nope, never mind. I was kind of hoping it, well, maybe if I shot the side, like those red jewels will blow him up and knock him down. Maybe. Probably. I don't know. So let's grab the Winds of Hell. We're going to plunk it into this thing. And I'll get back into this in a moment. Let's go ahead and unlock the next part first. So you can send Atreus up here, and that's how you get the chain to come down. And this is a whole side area thing. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but it gives you another, I believe, a runic attack, if I remember it correctly. So come up here and deal with this part first, because there is, I guess, a mini boss, one of the ogres. It's not too tough. We're just gonna use the runic attack trick. So have Atreus read this thing. Don't stay next to the door, by the way. After you trigger him to read it, back up. So you're gonna see a little fade here. So get like this much distance after you have him read it. Make sure you can see the little the explosive thing on the top. You can throw your axe at the ogre a few times. And once it gets kind of near, drop this. It'll take care of the nightmares behind him. And then right here, after you do that, after you take care of the nightmares behind him with the bomb, just spam your runic attacks. I think this one has a little bit more HP than the previous one we fought, so get that stun. I also use the runic cooldown. What do you call that? Trinket? Is it, no, talisman. I think it's the talisman. So after you use all four, use the talisman right away and then hit him again. I prefer you use the Leviathan axe once first and then switch over to Blades of Chaos. And after the Blades of Chaos, after you use both of them, use the cooldown so you can reset the runic attack with the Blades of Chaos and then just hit him right after. I felt like I probably killed him too fast because these two are still alive. So yeah. Maybe kind of cool it a little bit, just a little bit. Maybe 4 runics would have worked out. I think that would have worked out. Like just hit them with Leviathan axe, 2 runics with Leviathan axe, and 2 runics with the Blades of Chaos, and then just whack them a few times. So it like the motherfucker would still have some HP left to deal with these guys. It's now that they're spawned in and the ogre is now dead, we have to deal with these guys manually. So if they do their swing, it's you can just block it or you can parry it. Up to you. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. Kind of just using Atreus to damage them. And goodbye. Alright, so now this upper part is done. That's where the Winds of Hell needs to be. This door right here. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna just cut back to the bottom here. This is that little thing we were at earlier. Okay, the Winds of Hell is not in here. I don't know why Google just activated. Anyways, the Winds of Hell is not here yet. And you can't carry this any further than now. So what you want to do is you want to place it as close to the chain as possible. And then grab the Winds of Hell. This is the way to get around it. Otherwise, you're not gonna make it. Like if you try to grab this and you're trying to run it all the way upstairs, you're not gonna make it. This thing's movable, so just grab that, move it closer, like as close as you can get it, and then once you get up, grab the Chains of Hell and then run it to the door. You're barely gonna make it, but you'll make it. And there you go. And that's how you open up this secret door. It took me a while to figure this shit out, because I didn't know the little device can move. Until you get close to it, there's a prompt that shows up. But if you're not paying attention, you won't know it. This thing, this lava pool thing looks really good, but I don't know. I don't find it. It doesn't work for me. I tried it. It doesn't work for me. I tried it on the I think on the next enemy we encounter, which is gonna be an ice giant or ancient ice giant, the golem thing. It's a little bit weak, I think. So you see me equip it here, don't equip it, okay? Because like I said, I'm not gonna end up using it. I do end up trying it, but it doesn't work. So just go back to the previous one we have, because for the sake of getting through this part. So this is the way you have to go. I just kind of backtrack because I wanted to figure out how to open up that chest on top. Alright, so this is the ancient ice giant golem fight. So you see me switching it back because I tried it, it doesn't work. At least not for me. There's the ancient ice golem. I'm just gonna call it the ice golem. God damn it. You pretty much deal with this one the same way you dealt with all the other ones, more or less. So once it opens his mouth, like if you're in this little part here and it's on your side, like if it's not too far away or too close, I should say if it's not too close, you can use the debris to block its ice beams. You can also use these beams to block it, but yeah, as you saw just now, it's weird because sometimes it can clip through. So there are certain parts of the beam I think it cannot cut through, and you can still hit it with your axe. But there are some parts where, you see, it's motherfuckers accurate sometimes. Alright, now I'm hurting. But it's okay, like if you do end up dying here, you'll just spawn back right before the fight happens. So it's not gonna take you anywhere too far. Unless you're going for like a no death run, then I don't know. I mean, I guess if you're going for that, then you probably have most of the strat down. And yeah, if you manage to stun it, just use your runic attack. That seems to be the best way to go here. Since we got fire, I feel like it does way more than ice. Like, compared to just our ice runic attacks, the fire one seems to work way better. My axe is not really... Is it going through? Okay. See how there's a sweet spot right here. How his ice beam can hit us, but our axe throw can hit him. So that's pretty good. Be careful with these things that it drops because it can blow up. So once you kill it, stand clear of those things until it finishes blowing up, and then go and grab its items because its items not going anywhere. But if you don't have enough health, those things that blow up can kill you, so be careful. And there's a chest on the side, so you can grab one of those grenade things, stick it on the wall here, have Atreus shoot it, and then move this, and there's a chest, I believe, right behind it. Is it behind it, or am I remembering this wrong? Oh no, it's on top. Okay, never mind. Did I say behind? I meant on top. And you get some pants. These are some ugly looking pants.